4th discussing video. My name is Bionicle 1000, and I'm Jardak! Wow, that introduction was pretty mellow. Nice work, Jardak. I also go by the Dark Hunter for hire, and definitely handsome for the ladies. And there it is. Well, our topic for this week is actually an extension of last week's topic, which was when I was talking about why rebooting Bionicle might be the best idea here for LEGO. If you want to watch last week's topic, I'll leave a link in the description below. Now let's get a move on to this week's topic. Based on what LEGO has revealed at New York Comic Con, it seems that they're bringing in some of the old material, such as the term TOA, the original team, how they got to the island and such, and mixing it in with some new material, such as the Islanders, the Protectors, a new island, Okoto, and a new threat, which to me is a good thing. Come on, girls, they're facing a bunch of spiders! They only have 4 legs, which technically doesn't make them spiders at all! True, the new threat doesn't seem all that, well, threatening, but it does harken to Bionicle's early storyline in 2001 with the quest for the masks and the mind control element of it that the skull spiders can do. And from what I've seen and heard, LEGO is really respecting the old Bionicle storyline. They are just revamping it to appeal to the younger generation. On a side note, it has been confirmed by LEGO that on the sign of Okoto, there is a Temple of Time. And they've also hinted at the fact that the Mask of Time is only 1/2 of a mask. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Mask of Time is one of the most powerful masks in the original Bionicle storyline. It allows the user to basically speed up or slow down time however he sees fit. Now, it has been revealed that if the Mask of Time were to be destroyed, all of time in the Bionicle universe would unravel. So the implications that the Mask of Time from the original Bionicle storyline is only half a mask are pretty enormous, actually. I mean, if the Mask of Time from the original Bionicle storyline and this one from the new Bionicle storyline, if they so make one, were to combine, that would create a very powerful mask that could potentially be used for time travel. On the other hand, it also links the 2015 story arc for Bionicle with the original story arc for Bionicle. Now, to me personally, this is a little unnerving. I'm not saying by any means that linking the original Bionicle storyline with this new 2015 storyline is bad. I'm just saying that, to me, this shows that LEGO is not all that confident with this new Bionicle storyline. Now, I could be wrong and LEGO's just linking the two storylines together as a sort of way to create like an expanded Bionicle multiverse, which would be awesome. Now, this 2015 storyline is in fact a reboot. So, like I said, LEGO's basically starting from scratch and taking what was good about the old story arc and putting it in this new story arc. With that being said, let me go over some ideas that I think would be beneficial to this new Bionicle story arc. Number 1. Gender and age differentiation. If you have watched the previous discussion video, you know that I for one would like a little bit more gender diversity in the Bionicle storyline. I'd also like to see different age groups. Now, LEGO did explore this in the 2009 storyline in Barra Magna with the Glatorian and Glatorian legends, but for the most part, they were all basically adults. I would like to see some children in this new Bionicle storyline. And with these new generic term protectors that LEGO is introducing, it seems as though they are heading in the direction of gender and age diversity. Number 2, some mature themes. Now, we all know that Bionicle is going to go for a more kid-friendly storyline. But that would not be a bad thing as long as they incorporate some in-depth themes. The original Bionicle storyline from 2001 to 2010 had some really good themes, such as the power of teamwork, the consequence of choice, and how heroes can fall from grace, manifest destiny, to know the destination and to seek that destination without knowing what journey you'd have to embark on. Knowing that with great victory comes great sacrifices, and the list goes on. If LEGO can take these themes and apply them to the Bionicle 2015 storyline, they will have not only ensured the success of the new storyline, but also ensured the longevity of this new storyline. In my opinion, at least. 3, more species and well-developed species. Another thing that made the original Bionicle storyline great was the diversity in species. From the Skakdi, yeah, baby, to the Vortex, to the Glatorian and Agori, there were a lot of species, all of which fit certain traditions and behaviors. Now, of course, there were some species that didn't get bothered to be named, but were still pretty cool. Now, as LEGO is developing this new world for Bionicle 2015, I would like to see some other islands with some other species. Sure, they may not use the ones I listed here, but they'd still be cool to see though. You're killing me, Ghost! First you say you're all for this reboot, and now you're saying that they don't even have to introduce the Skakdi race? Come on, man! I'm just telling it how it is, Jardark. I mean, they're replacing Matoran and Chiraga with the Protectors. And these ideas are really just what I want to see from the Bionicle 2015 storyline. LEGO doesn't have to use these ideas. Yes, in fact, they could come up with totally new ideas, ones that may work or may not work. But that's the beauty about this being a reboot. I said it before and I'll say it again. Even if Bionicle 2015 fails in terms of story, we still have the original Bionicle 2001 to 2010 storyline. It is still here. The original can't not be touched by this reboot. We as fans can still remember and cherish Bionicle for what it was, and it was pretty amazing. For the most part though, LEGO seems to have a pretty good handle on this new Bionicle storyline. And I am counting the seconds for its release. With that being said, I will bring this video to a close. If you like the ideas that I have listed here, or if you didn't like them, please leave a comment in the section below. I would also like to hear your takes on the new Bionicle 2015 storyline. And this week's YouTube Spotlight goes to TTV, where I get a good majority of my Bionicle news. Link to the channel will be in the description below. Also, next week I will be stepping away from Bionicle 2015 and going into a more general topic. Ghost, we haven't even got to the sets yet. I know, Jodok. It's just that I'm starting this monthly thing where I talk about a topic other than Bionicle at the end of the month. Oh! Continue, Ghost. Thank you. Now, as I was saying, I am going to be talking a more general topic, and next Friday is Halloween, October 31st. So, you can be sure that I'll be talking about something relating to that. I will see you all next week.